Hello, it's Joan from Tastefully Tiny Tutus, and today we are going to be doing a wraparound, kind of like this. Oops, upside down, kind of like this. And it's going to have a corset back to it. I'm first going to show you how to do it with hot glue if you don't have a sewing machine, and then I'm going to show you how to sew it. If you do it with the hot glue, you don't have to sew it, and if you sew it, you don't have to do the hot glue part. It's just combining both of them so I don't have to make two videos. Okay, what you're going to need is felt, preferably not dirty, some form of embellishment. I picked a sheer pattern with pearl lining on it. You're going to need your background fabric. This is going to go on top of your felt to make it kind of, well, this is what you'll see on the wraparound. You'll need 6 pieces of ribbon. It doesn't matter what thickness, so long as you can tie it. Some trim, flowers if you want it, accents if you want it, and then pearls if you want it. And pearls you can get in string in the wedding section of Hobby Lobby. Okay. What we are going to start off doing is making the pattern for what this is the backing for the actual dress. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. My kids are really loud. They're supposed to be napping, but they don't want to. So, I'm sorry. Anyways, you're going to take felt and you're going to fold it in half. And then you're going to make whatever design you want on it. The bottoms, I like making V's, but the one that I'm going to be showing you is an elf one, so it won't be a V. But this is what I typically do. You make your V, and then I like making it look like a girl's top instead of straight across. I think it adds a little character to it. So I make a little heart-like thing at the top, and then there's the pattern, and then you'd put your fabric on top of that. Since I'm doing an elf one, it has zigzags at the bottom. Okay. Then you are going to take your fabric, and you're going to cut it out so that it's just a little bit. I'm going to use hot glue so I don't get burned. Ouch, that hurt. Let's move you. Okay. So that it's just a little bit larger than, oh, I'm gonna have to cut it out a little bit more. Whee! So as you see, it's about 2 inches above, 2 inches below, 2 inches to either side. Then what I like to do, see it? There you go. Sorry, my house is messy. Okay, if you can see it, what I like to do is you gotta make sure you flip it to the wrong side when it's touching it, because what's facing down is actually going to be the front of your thing, your wraparound. Then I cut down to where I started the little center. Just a little bit more. There we go. And then I fold it over. Can you see it? Yep, you can see it. Fold it over so that it's matching the way that that comes down, and then fold it over. And I take scissors, trim it up a little bit, because you don't want to have to use too much glue. So you cut away about an inch. Naya, don't hurt your brother. Okay, and then you're going to take your hot glue and you're going to run it on the top of the felt like that. And like I said, bring this down to a point. Make sure it's really hot glue. Don't use low heat because it won't stay and then you'll have a mess on your hands. Okay. Ouch. And you fold it down the other side too. So now you got the whole top folded over and glued. And it should look like that. Okay, now the bottom I did this weird zigzag pattern, and typically I would just do, yep, I would just do the one. So it would just be one of what I'm going to do right here. So I'm sorry for the long time of it. We do the same thing we did up at the top. You have to cut kind of like little strips to each of the peaks. Now this one I'm going to have to take a little bit slower just because it's the way it is. I'm going to start in the middle on this one, so make sure it's even all the way across the board. Just a little bit of glue, fold over, ouch, hot. And then glue the flap down. Sewing is a lot easier because it's not as much tediousness, but glue, if you don't have a sewing machine, is the other way to go. So then you're going to do the next spike. Or your next design, whatever you did. And just make sure that the cloth is fitting whatever you're doing. And it's nice, tight, and wrinkle-free, like a military bed. And if you have excess fabric, you can cut it off as you're going. Ouch, that really hurt. Okay. Boys, go to sleep. Okay. And like I said, trim accordingly so that you can fit it on the way you want it to fit. I love wraparounds. I think they're so fun. They look so much more creative than just a normal top. I think you'll get as addicted to them as I am. Yay! Okay. Spikes. Okay. Now, once you're done gluing it down, your bodice should look somewhat like that. Nice and flat. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this extra flap right here that's not touched by the felt. You're going to cut off a little bit more of it to make sure it's only like about an inch. And make sure when you cut it, if you did spikes, you have to kind of fold it over too and cut it diagonally so you don't get that part in there. Then you're going to take your glue and glue it down on that side. Now, the reason why I like using this median in the middle, it's kind of like painting to me. If you don't have it, it'll go flat and it won't look as good. Or it can move up and down. You just want something thick behind it. And felt is really cheap. And it looks great. Like, it's only like 20 cents per little square of it. So, I think it's worth it. I like using it. And do the same to the other side. That was smart. Okay. And once that's all done, get some felt and cut out a nice rectangle. Actually, 2 rectangles. About that size is good. So it's about 1 inch by 3 inches. What this is going to do is anchor down your ribbon so that it doesn't go anywhere. Now I'll do a Velcro demonstration later. This is just a simple one to get you guys started while I'm trying to catch up on orders. Okay, then you're going to take your glue. My glue is dying. Then you're going to put glue all inside this. Woo! Steams are rising. And then you're going to take your ribbon. And just have it long enough that for the body that you're doing it for, it'll be able to wrap around and tie into a pretty little bow. Now I like to start mine up pretty decently high. And then go down in increments of about 1 inch to 2 inches. 2, 3. So you just place it directly in the glue. And then you're going to take your square and you're going to put it over top that hot glue. Then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay. And then on this side, make sure that you take your ribbon straight across to make sure you don't go higher or lower, because that's really important. If you don't make them even, oh, that hurt. Oh, it's gonna blister. Okay. Woo. Hot glue burns. Statement of the day. Yeah, okay, that was mine on the end. Ouch. 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 Okay. Then you're going to take the other one and do the same thing straight across. Try not to burn yourself this time, like I just did. Okay, and then take this one straight across. I'm going to try to make this video as fast as possible so I can get some ice. Nice sippy creek. Okay. Now you're going to take the other felt piece and put it, oops, it's too long, where's my scissors? Go to sleep, Naya! Okay. Then you're going to push that down. Now, if you burned yourself like I did, you'll have little pieces everywhere. So just pull them up. Okay. Then, this is the amazing part. When you flip it over, providing you didn't burn yourself and get pieces on the front, like I did. Okay, when you flip it over, it should look something like that. Then you'll have these on the side to tie with. Mine is the string that somehow got attached when I jolted back. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're going to work on the bodice part. This is the easiest part, in my opinion. How to make it look pretty. So I'm taking my trim and I'm flipping it this way so the pretty part's on top, closer to the top of that, and then this is on the bottom. And I'm going to run a thin strip of glue right along the top of that. And like I said before, I'm going to go back and sew this. This is just to show you how to hot glue it. Make sure you give about 1 inch on either side. Go straight across. Okay. Oops, I didn't go straight across. There we go. Now I'm going to cut this up a little bit and trim it. Then you're going to take it and you're going to try to tuck it underneath. And you're going to glue it there. And you're going to do the same thing this side. Pick this up a little bit and tuck it underneath. Flip it upside down. Trim away the excess. Okay. There's that side. Let's do this side. Whee! Okay. Then when you flip it over, oh no, we got a little bit of glue over that way. Okay, I'll just put a flower there to cover it up. Okay, and when you flip it over, it should look like something like that. If you put your lace down first, you can use lace for that instead of the trim that I used. And then you take your delicate little thing, and like I said, I want to sew this, so I'm not going to put a lot of glue on it. I'm just going to put enough to stick it there so it'll hold while I show you. Okay. And over there. And since there's this nasty spot in the corner, I was going to pick a corner to do this in, but since that spot's been kind of to the corner over there, I'm going to put a flower in that corner to hide it. Flowers are wonderful for hiding mess-ups. Almost out of glue. So, got perfect timing for me. Okay, so that's the top. And then you take this and you will literally tie it. I'm not done with the other one yet, so pardon how it looks. You'll literally take it and tie it around the top. There we go. And take it and flip it around. And you take this side and this side and you'll tie it together into a bow. I just forgot how to tie a bow. And then you do the same thing on the actual dress, all the way down. Take this and tie it into a bow. And this last one. And tie it into a bow. And then see, you have your nice little cute bodice. And the bodice goes on top. I typically tie it onto my child. And it would go on like that. Super cute. I think it's going to need some red and black. Now, with the belt that I was doing to this, I'm going to take my trim. Place my slider through. So my slider's through it. Take it. I think I put my flour in the wrong spot. Okay. I'm gonna untie this so I can have the trim. That's how you do a wraparound. And since I said I was making the elf one, as soon as I figure out how to undo this knot that I tied. And I think mine needs a little bit of red. So I'm going to need to find some red to add to it. I'm done with this tutorial. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. Oh, yep, that's what I was going to do with the trim. I feel so... I can't believe I spaced that much on this. Okay. I wanted to cover that nasty part right there with the trim. My glue gun's running out of glue. Okay. So then you'll take your belt. Fancy. So that it covers it. See how it covers it? Okay. And now we gotta try to get the glue through this. See if I can jam the glue stick in there, shorter one. That's the part. Okay. Okay, got two birds with one stone. There we go. And there we go. So, then you're going to take this, the whole thing, and you're just going to tie it all the way around. And it'll be a cute little elf. Cute little elf. There we go. Thank you, and I will be doing 2 more tutorials. Just give me some time because my children don't want to sleep, so I have to see what's going on with that. Okay, bye.